Hello, YouTube. A few hours ago, I made a video about the iPhone 4 and iOS 8. Well, I didn't notice until I got home that iOS 8's already been released. I feel stupid now, but I didn't know that. Now I'm here to talk why it probably isn't ever going to be on this. Even for a jailbreak, it's probably not going to be on this. One reason is Apple just wants to move on to newer stuff. I mean, just look at them. Making a new iPhone every year, possibly two now from every year. I mean, they've made two in a row. They made like two of them every year in a row for like 2 years. Yeah, I got the iPhone 5C and 5S last year, and now the 6 and 6 Plus. I mean, they're obviously trying to go at something. They want you to basically buy their new phone, and eventually they'll stop upgrading the oldest one. I mean, I'm also here to talk about why they're upgrading the 4S and not this, or updating it. The 4S is faster. It can get 4G, obviously. It has Siri, which doesn't make much of a difference. I mean, this doesn't have Siri, but still. And it has a faster processor. I just don't get why they didn't make a dimmed down version of iOS 8 for the older iPhone. Or at least a 4. I mean, I understand why not the 30. At least they made jailbreaks for the 30. Sorry. But, just face it, iOS 7 made the iPhone 4 really laggy. I mean, just by doing this, you can tell it's gonna lag. Look, it's already starting to lag. Very little, but it's lagging. I mean, that's one reason I get it. iOS 7 basically destroyed the iPhone 4, but at least they were nice enough to actually put it on the iPhone itself. I mean, that's actually pretty nice. But I don't know if there'll be a jailbreak for it, but I highly doubt it. I mean, if there is, then that's great. I mean, I get a new phone in like 2 or 3 months, so. But still, that's besides the point. Apple should still at least update it to like a more current version of iOS 7 at least. I mean, it's on iOS 7.1.2 or something like that, I think. Let's see. Yeah, iOS 7.1.2. If they could at least make like a dimmed down version of iOS 8 and call it iOS 7 for iPhone 4, then that'd be understandable. But they don't even want to talk about this. I went to Verizon a few days ago. The only one they had is 4S and up. So obviously they don't care anything about this phone at all anymore. It's just like all the other iPhones. The iPhone 1, 2, and 3, and 3G, and S, and whatnot, you know. I think that was the phone, but I don't know. They're just wanting you to buy a new phone. I mean, I've got this tablet right here that I'll probably play on more than my phone. So I really wanted the phone for games, and kind of may sound stupid, but I just did. I mean, I use it for calling people and sometimes, but do I really know? Parents should have just got me one of these the whole time, but that's the point. I think if they do make a jailbreak, it'll be later in the future, probably about half a year or something like that. Because I don't see that happening anytime soon. Nor do I see Apple going back and looking at this and saying, we should put iOS 8 on there. I don't see that happening either. Sadly, the iPhone 4 is basically outdated now. What they want to say, what they're trying to tell you. So Apple just wants you to upgrade to the next phone or next operating system and be like, you have iOS 7, you're a loser. Not like that, but you get what I'm saying, probably. They just want you to buy a new phone so they can get more money, which is basically what all companies do, but at least try to update it. It's been this freaking version since sometime in the summer, probably even before that. I mean, you can probably jailbreak this now with a later version of iOS 8. There's betas that were out before the actual thing was. Like I said, I didn't know anything about it. I just made a video before about it, like a few hours ago, like 3 hours ago. And I know Apple stuff is popular, so that's why I'm making another one. No, not that. I'm just telling you why they're discontinuing this and moving on to the future. This was their #1 selling phone they've ever made by Apple. Now, in my last video, I said it was the #1 selling phone in the world, but I think it was at one point, but I don't think it is anymore. It still might be, I don't know. There was like over 1 billion of these, I don't know how many that were made. There was probably not 1 billion, but still. There was a whole bunch. More than most new iPhones. Hell, a lot of my friends have this iPhone. That or the 4S, which I don't know. And there's one more thing I want to talk about. Well, another thing is graphics. The A8 is the new graphics card The new Apple A8 chip is the new one in the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. This has like what, A4 or something like that in it? A5? I don't know. I don't remember. It's probably another reason why. I mean, the iPhone 4S has like the same processor almost. It's a little bit different, but it's like a 5 or something, but still. Update the fucking phone, Apple. I mean, really. You obviously updated it for iOS 7. Why don't you update it for this now, for iOS 8? I'm just giving a thought out there to Apple. They should do it. So that was what I think about iOS 8 and how it should be on this phone, but it won't be probably ever. I mean, unless some miracle happens, then it probably won't be on the phone. On this phone anyways. I mean, there could be a possibility they could release a different version, but I highly doubt it. Just want you to buy a new phone, like I said. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.